Good afternoon from a bit twisted. Today is day 7.5. So noontime last Thursday, we loaded this puppy up, and now it's like 5:30, 6 o'clock, Thursday, the following week. So we are sitting now at 102 degrees right now. Not 102 in the shade, thankfully, but it is 102 out. And my water temperature is right on the edge, and we're going to test this out. We're going to check and see if we're ready to pull out of the pond. I was told originally that I should change the water, a third of the water every day. And for 4 days, I did not do that. And you see all these bubbles in here. They kind of went flat. And then I drained some water out and put fresh water in, and it came back again. So there's probably a point where you have to change the water. And I think changing the water then is going to be key. Because if it's out in the pond, it's got a lot of water out in the pond, so it can deal with doing the retting process. But if we overload it with too much, it may slow down or even stop, even though the temperature is not too bad. So I'm going to start doing a third every day, the following day after I start. So maybe 5 days we can get away with, and see how well it works. But anyway, we want to see if things are going to be coming off in small bits and pieces. We're not looking for big, long strands at this point. We're just looking to see if it's broken down into thin threads coming off of these stalks. So you kind of want to pull some from in between a bundle and then pull them out. And so here we've got some coming off in kind of a large string here. So you're watching this live, or now. And so little threads here, still kind of pulling off the stalks in sheets. I don't know if I want to go, it needs to be better than just sheets. So that's a big long sheet right there. But if I just lightly tease these, but you see that once it dries though, that's going to all stick back together again. So it's not quite ready to pull. And I'm dealing with the topmost threads and fibers. So strangely, a week and a half is still not long enough. So changing the water is probably a very important thing. So I'm going to drain some water off and put some fresh water in. Sheets are just not what we want, because once dry they'll stick back together because of the pectins. So either I'm doing something wrong, which could be, or something's changed, something's different. So you can see the cord just kind of, so it should just lightly pull, but I'm not getting that. I have to actually break it to get it to start releasing the fiber. Don't want it quite like that. That one's not too bad, but they need to all kind of be thin. And it still feels kind of coarse fiber. Pull some of this junk off of here. Okay. So I'm going to go dig down deep into here. I'm going to pull some out. Those are a little better, but still kind of sheeting. Okay, I think generally we might be okay. One of the things that might be needed is a better hackle. I don't have a lot of experience here with what it should look like coming off. No one's doing any videos. So what does it look like? What's it supposed to look like? So that's how I see that it should look like. Just kind of pull that off. So that's just all a big wad of fibers there. Okay. That's good. Just kind of slide my hand up. Just all comes off. Okay, that might be a good thing here. So some of these fibers are going to come up. There we go. That's what I want to see. That's what I've seen before. So hackles, real quick. Old-time hackles are made from square tapered nails, sharp-edged, fat on the bottom, skinny on the top. And square edge would also give a scraping action or an action of helping separate once everything's dry after you break everything. So breaking should help separate some of this. And the hackles should help break it further down into finer fibers as you comb it. And the finer the fiber. And since I have a forge, and I have an anvil and a hammer, and I have some steel, I'm going to try my hand at making a square nail hackle, like they used to use, all handmade. So I'm going to work on that, and until then I'll just use what I have. So we're going to pull this apart and take all these bundles out into the field and let them dry. And I have to turn water on out here, so I have to also move all my other fiber that needs to be retted before I turn the water on. But I can get a new bunch started. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. That's my goal here. So we're going to go ahead and take this apart. We'll kind of see again. So that's not too bad. Coming apart. Kind of stinky out here. So we'll take that off. Set that in a safe place. And I'm not going to empty this out. I'm just going to take it off. And aha, it didn't all float up. There we go. There's a little bit of float. So I'm going to leave a lot of this water in place. Drain some of it and start our new batch. But I'm not going to drain it until after I get the new stuff in. Okay. So bundles. Oh yeah, those look really good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these bundles lying out where it gets watered. So they will naturally get rinsed off. Okay. Whoop. And nice little bundles. Leaving them in loose small bundles from what I did last year. These kind of bundles are looking pretty good here. I put 30 bundles in, and I might put 40 in next time because these are looking good. I'm sure I can get away with doing that because I need to be able to do this, get all my flax retted during the heat of the summer here. So I can get it all done before winter time. So I will not do another winter ret here. Want to get good retting, and this is looking pretty decent here. And a lot of bugs in this water. I'm going to need to take a sample of water, put it in my microscope. Yep, the fibers are still coming off. It's like almost like poop water, bug poop water. Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. So there's the poop water. So now I'm going to get my other bundles real quick, and we're going to put some more in. One, two, three. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 bundles. I said we're going to do 40 this time instead of 30. I think we'll be good. So, 10. All going in one direction. Next batch will be laid in opposite direction. Okay, got a few minutes of video to go. And I started putting in layers. So I put in 4 layers of 10 into here. And I also drained the tank a bit. And we're going to now fill it back up with, now we have 40 bundles instead of 30, so we're going to incrementally add more bundles. I don't think I'll add more than 40 at a time. I think that's pretty full. But we will swap out the water, swap some of the water out every day. And since I only partially did it today, I will do it tomorrow afternoon when I get home from work. And even if it means coming out in the evening. So it's hot out here. My phone had turned off right after I put my first bundle in and mentioned that we were going to put the second bundle in going the opposite direction. So that's where we're at. It's a little bit too hot out here to be doing all this. So once we fill this up, then I'm going to move my dry bundles that still need to be retted and then turn water on. Get my thermometer back in. We'll let my thermometer just sit in here and be part of this, so I can kind of keep tabs of temperature. Down deep. This is a thermometer for deep fryers. Deep fryers. And then I think while I water out here, because I have to water to trample down the field before I put in my cover crop. Having it damp will help trample it down. So I'm building my little tool for doing my own manual crimping and hope it works. But since most everything's already dry and dead anyway, I just need to get it trampled down. It probably won't regrow, and if it does, I'll trample it again before the cover crop comes up. But I'll have to keep watering on a daily basis. So water's coming up. Still got that initial water in there, so it's got the bugs in it right away to start this process. And that's how you want to do it. So don't ever want to start fresh. So always leave some in the tank. So once the tank starts to overflow, we're going to shut this off. So I don't need to keep the phone on, and I don't need to keep rambling. But I am going to try to build my own hackles. Might take a while, but we'll see what happens. See if I can be successful at forging some tapered square stock into square nails for this process. I think that would be kind of neat. So anyway, we're going to let you go here, and I will talk to you all later.